Alright, good evening. My name is Kevin Downey. Tonight I'm going to show you how to set up an electrical socket. A couple key things when you're doing this. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. It's not worth it. Getting zapped by that much electricity is not going to be good for you. Suggest you actually find someone that does know what they're doing. Other thing, if you are working with power, especially this much, you need to shut it off. And that's at the breaker box, not just hoping you got it. So there are some safety issues with it. A couple main things that you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need the wiring. I've already taken the liberty of kind of getting this one a little bit ready for it. Keep in mind this is not connected anyway, so it's completely dead. You are going to need a socket, strippers, so that way you can actually get to the wiring, make it a little bit easier for yourself to bend everything, and then you're good. For this purpose, you need a screwdriver, but I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm not going to tighten it all the way because I still have plans to use this, so I don't want to mess it up. So, first things first, you need to take a look at the socket itself. The socket is going to come pretty much already set up for you. The only thing that you need to do is know which side goes where. Which side is the ground, which side is the hot, which side is not the hot. So, as long as you know that, you're all set. It's pretty simple. This guy right here is going to be the ground right off the bat. You're going to have the hot and the negative over here. So, that explains a little bit about the socket. With the wiring, you need to know what you're running or what you plan on running to know what kind of wiring you need to get, because certain wires are only rated for certain amount of power. Not only that, but you got to think about the indoor, the outdoor. There's a lot of factors that go into it, so you got to know exactly what you want to put into it. Pretty much when you get it, it's going to come looking like this. Now, in order to get this off, you just take your strippers. Depending on which ones you have, you should have one on there already set up for the gauge of the wire that you're using. If not, it's kind of like use a carpenter's knife. Once you break that down, you're going to see the 3 wires. I'm using a 12 and 2. So I have my ground, my hot, and my negative. So these 3 are the ones that I'm going to be utilizing for it. Very important, they're all hooked up and they're all hooked up correctly. If not, it could mess up your electrical system, could start a fire. There's a lot of dangers that go on with it. Like I said, don't do it if you don't know what you're doing. So, first off, you want to make sure you're putting these little bends in here. That's so you can actually grab onto the socket. So how you do that, with this one, I have this fancy dancy one that has a little hole right there. Pretty much put it in there, turn. There you go, now you have it. Once you have that all set up, slide it on, you see, going right in there, into the green one. That is going to be the ground. Once you do that, tighten it up. So, knock that one out. Keep in mind, I'm not tightening these because, like I said, I still need this and I don't want to mess it up because I've already got a lot of money invested into this, so I don't want to keep pouring more into it. Once you got that one in, go ahead and hook up your other 2. Some of them can be a little bit tricky, so you just got to play with it a little bit. Believe me, it gets 10 times worse when you're actually in an area where there's no ventilation and you've got to get it all set up for it. The last wire. Once you get them all hooked in, make sure they are tight because you don't want them to be loose. Loose wires causes fires. Once you have that all in, it's all tightened up, it's all hooked up, plug it into this, just screw it back into the actual outlet hole, so you're going to have a box that it goes into. That's there to protect the house. If there's any sparks, that box should contain them all. So you want to make sure you're doing it safely, not the easy way. Like I said, I have a little bit of experience with this, so I know kind of what I'm doing. So make sure you do that as well. Research or have someone do it that knows what they're doing. Keep in mind, don't try this at home. If you do, bad things could happen. Well, thanks for watching, and hopefully you don't try it at home without experience.